Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Anthony Corsand, and I have the pleasure of serving as the director for the College of Health and Human Sciences Student Success Center. I'm here to welcome you to our live webinar on advising services in our college. I would like to first share that attendees will not have video or audio during today's event. This will allow attendees to focus on the information that is being shared during our presentation. The chat has also been disabled so that presenters can focus on giving the presentations. You will, of course, have an opportunity to ask questions that you have during the last half of today's event once we begin the Q&A session. So please do not attempt to communicate through the Q&A functions of the Zoom webinar until after all presentations have concluded and the Q&A session has begun. So thank you for that. Let's talk more about advising in our center. Our Student Success Center serves as the central point of contact for all newly admitted students to the college. In other words, we are the folks that work with you during orientation this summer in July and August. Later in the webinar, our academic advisor and programs coordinator, Talisha Teague, will provide some specifics on summer orientation. Please keep in mind, however, that today's event is focused on providing information about advising services in the College of Health and Human Sciences, and not so much on advising for fall. During orientation this summer is when we will go into specifics about class selection for next fall, whereas today's event is dedicated to learning about advising resources in our college. In regards to the type of advising we provide, we are the team that provides general education advising for students in our college and can answer questions about your major and get you started on advising in the major. We also can answer questions related to academic policies and procedures. So we work very closely with faculty advisors in the major departments and can refer you to them if necessary for specific questions related to your major, such as mentoring in the field of your interest, internships, and how to request course substitutions, etc. Often the words college and university are used interchangeably, but let me explain a distinction between the two terms and what they refer to here at SJSU. University refers to the entire SJSU campus, including all the various service units such as financial aid, housing, etc., as well as all the academic colleges at our university. You can think of San Jose State University as a universe of colleges. The College of Health and Human Sciences is just one of those colleges represented at the university, and each college has its own Student Success Center. But of course, we like to think of ourselves as being the best Student Success Center on campus, and we hope to prove that to you today. The College of Health and Human Sciences is an umbrella term referring to all the majors in the various departments and schools within our college. Here's a quick listing of the undergraduate programs housed in our college and for which our Student Success Center provides advising services: kinesiology, nursing, nutrition and packaging, which are in the same department. Nutrition and packaging are in the same department. Also public health and recreation, again, both are in the same department, and social work. Our graduate level programs offering master's degrees and doctorates include various departments that I've already mentioned, as well as audiology, which offers a doctorate, and occupational therapy. So our services in the Student Success Center focus on providing advising for students in these majors. Our College Success Center, the CHHS Student Success Center, has a unique team of caring professionals looking forward to meeting you here very shortly. They will have an opportunity to introduce themselves so that you can get to know the professionals that are invested in your student success. But before then, let me quickly review the agenda for today's event. We began with the welcome and opening remarks. This will be followed by a video presentation on our student success services. After that, our team will elaborate on some important specific advising topics to be aware of. Lastly, you will have an opportunity to ask questions that you might have during our Q&A session, which will be moderated by our programs coordinator, Talisha, in conjunction with the rest of the advising team. Finally, I will share some brief closing remarks and reminders on how to stay connected with our center. So next, let me turn it over to our health professions advisor, Hugo, who's going to introduce himself. Take it away, Hugo.
Hi, good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining us today. So my name is Hugo. You can say Hugo if you like, and I am an academic advisor as well as our health professions advisor. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on campus starting in September, late August, actually. All right, thank you for that. And let me hand it over to Talisha.
Thanks, Hugo. Hi, everyone. My name is Talisha Teague. I am an academic advisor and the programs coordinator for the center. Looking forward to working with you and see you at summer orientation. And now here is my office neighbor, Jeremy.
Thank you, Talisha. Hello, everybody. My name is Jeremy Hansen. I am the graduation specialist for the department, as well as, an academic advisor, of course. Thank you all for coming today. Hopefully we can answer some of your questions. And now I'm going to pass it off to my colleague, Sonia.
Thank you, Jeremy. Hi, everyone. My name is Sonia, and I'm an advisor with the College of Health and Human Sciences. I'll mostly be working with students during their freshman and sophomore years. Really nice to meet you all. And I'll hand it over to Dennis.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dennis Kamakana. I'm also an academic advisor here at the college. Similar to Sonia, working with students in their first and second year. We're excited to have everyone and looking forward to seeing you all on campus soon. And I'll hand it back over to Tony.
Thank you, Dennis. All right, thank you all for introducing yourself and your role within our center. Next, let's turn our attention to the video presentation on our center's services to learn more about who we are and what we do. Jeremy, will you please get us started?
Hello, future Spartans. Welcome to San Jose State University. We are the College of the Health and Human Sciences Student Success Center. We are one center with 2 locations in Macquarie Hall and in the Health Building. Academic advising services are available via phone, in person, and through Zoom, Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Fridays from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Our center's mission is to be the central point of contact for all new and continuing students pursuing a College of Health and Human Sciences major. We provide resources and academic advising for new and continuing students to develop the skills and knowledge necessary to achieve academic success and graduate in a timely manner. We want to support your graduation goals and can work with freshmen and transfers to create graduation plans with your goals in mind. Our vision is to continue to seek innovation in advising and student success in order to facilitate students' timely graduation from San Jose State and to help prepare them for graduate school and pursue career goals. Here at the Student Success Center, our team of advisors serve all College of Health and Human Sciences majors. We also serve students who are interested in our majors, which include kinesiology, nursing, nutritional science, dietetics and packaging, public health and recreation, and social work. At San Jose State University, you will have 2 types of advisors on your team: Student Success Center advisors and College of Health and Human Sciences department advisors in the major. Here in the Student Success Center, we are known as General Education or GE advisors who can help you with GE advising, semester planning, graduation planning, my progress report discrepancies, the international experience requirement, petition and form questions, academic policies and procedures, health professions advising, and preparation for the major. You will also have department advisors, also known as your major or faculty advisor, who is an expert in their specific fields. They can help you with major course planning, graduation check-in, substitution petitions, adding or changing a major or minor, internship guidance, career guidance, grad school planning, and mentoring. Interested in a health professions career? We also specialize in health professions advising, which include career and graduate school advice in audiology, occupational therapy, pre-nursing, physical therapy, physician assistants, and so much more. Kristen Keller, who is our Career Center liaison, offers appointments for College of Health and Human Sciences majors. She specializes in career advice, offering assistance with researching your career, internship and job search strategies, resume and cover letter writing, LinkedIn profile development, finding mentors and developing professional networks, interviewing preparation and practice, and exploring graduate school and post-grad options. Now please grab your phone and take a picture or screenshot this slide. This is how to make an appointment with us, your academic advisors in the College of Health and Human Sciences Student Success Center. You can self-schedule online through Spartan Connect or call us at 408-924-2910 or 408-924-8601 to make an appointment. And be sure to stay connected to us through social media, where you can get up-to-date information on workshops, info sessions, online fairs, presentations, and so much more. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We also have a YouTube channel at CHHS SSC, where you can find video tutorials on things like class selection and class registration, and live stream past events.
Okay, wonderful. I hope you all enjoyed watching the video. Let us next elaborate on certain topics from the video that we think you will find important to know as you join us here at San Jose State University. Next, I would like to speak to you more about student success and what that means to us, how we define that. And next, differences between general education and faculty and major advisors. And then 3, briefly to discuss our team of peer mentors. Jeremy, would you please get our slides started for the presentation? Wonderful, thank you, Jeremy. I will start by elaborating on what student success means to us. As you saw in the video, student success means helping students to graduate in a timely manner in a major reflective of their interests and career interests. But it also means having a caring professional advisor by your side to help provide answers to questions not easily found online, especially as it pertains to class selection and academic support, as well as providing assistance with crafting an educational graduation plan specifically tailored to your needs. These are our areas of expertise, so please do take advantage of our services in the fall. There's also more that we can do to assist you. Beyond simply helping you to enroll in courses, we are also excellent problem solvers. For this reason, we want to build a meaningful relationship with you and to help you navigate not only university requirements, but also to discuss career and how to take advantage of opportunities on campus. There may be issues that arise that are non-academic in nature that we may be able to assist you with as well. So please be sure to visit our Student Success Center throughout your academic career here. If we do not know the answer to your question, we will of course assist you in finding an answer on campus. So please do visit us as your first option when you have questions about your career here at SJSU. Also, as you heard in the video, we have two types of advisors in the college. We have general education or GE advisors found in our center, and faculty advisors, also referred to as major advisors in our various departments in the College of Health and Human Sciences. We work hard in the college to provide seamless advising. Each member of our team serves as a liaison to one of our major departments. This helps greatly with communication and updating information that needs to be shared with students. During your first year or two as a newly admitted Frosh student, we will work closely with you to assist you in meeting a very important component to your degree here at SJSU, the general education requirements. We in the center try to help students select courses that can double count for general education as well as major requirements with regard to both lower division and upper division GE requirements. In this way, we can help you to streamline your degree and shorten your time to graduation. Once you are done with your general education requirements, we will hand you off to the major advisor, but we are always here to answer questions about academic policies and procedures. We also all know the major well and will get you started and help to keep you moving along in the major. But for specific detailed questions in the major regarding internships, senior seminars, etc., we will refer you to faculty advisors in the major departments for further assistance. Lastly, I would like to briefly mention our team of peer mentors, students like yourselves. They work at our front desk and also with students one-on-one in online sessions for mentoring on time management, study skills, etc. Our team of peer mentors assist with our academic support program, which aims to help students who have dropped below a C average, and they help them in returning to good academic standing, which is defined as having a GPA above a 2.0 or above a C average. This is because maintaining a C average is a graduation requirement. Not that we anticipate anyone attending this webinar today will need this assistance, but if you do, we can provide that here in our Student Success Center. And our peer mentors excel at mentoring students in developing an awareness of one's learning style through certain tools and how to apply that and better develop study strategies. Next, let's give our attention back to Hugo and his presentation on health professions advising. Hugo, please take it away.
Thank you, Tony. As Tony mentioned, we offer comprehensive academic advising for careers in occupational therapy, physical therapy, nursing, audiology, physician assistant, and so much more. But what does comprehensive advising mean? Tony's already elaborated on it, but let me elaborate a little bit more. During our advising sessions with me and my colleagues, we will incorporate general education requirements into a graduation plan that are also take into consideration the prerequisites, the lower division prerequisites for your major that will help you get enrolled in the upper division courses. We are also mindful of the prerequisites that you will need to get into occupational therapy, physical therapy, and nursing, etc., graduate programs. So these are all graduate programs or post-baccalaureate programs. But you have to have all these requirements before you can enroll. The advising team can also guide students through health career exploration. Not every student knows from the day one what they want to be. So those of you who are still exploring, we're happy to help you with that as well. And we work collaboratively with Kristen, our career center advisor as well. Next slide, please. We offer a lot of webinars, info sessions, etc., to keep you all informed and motivated. So you're very successful after you graduate or as you're graduating. We host graduate school information sessions. For example, this current semester, we hosted UCSF School of Physical Therapy as well as UC Davis Masters of Physician Assistant Studies, and we do that on a regular basis. We host application workshops because applications can be quite complicated. They have various components such as personal statements, letters of recommendation, graduate records exams, so it can get complicated. We're specialists on these, and we hold application workshops on a regular basis for all the aforementioned health professions. A key component of the application is a personal statement. A lot of students have writer's block. We have our personal statement workshops can help you dislodge those writer blocks and get those ideas flowing, and that way you create a career narrative that tells your story in a very convincing way. Now I'm going to hand it over to Talisha. Thank you all for your attention.
Thanks, Hugo. All right, so as the video mentioned, Kristen Keller, she is our Career Center liaison for the San Jose State Career Center, who has in-person and virtual appointments specifically for College of Health and Human Sciences majors. So in addition to resume writing and mock interview sessions, the Career Center also has hired a professional photographer so you can get a headshot photo for your LinkedIn profile or for all of your social media profiles. And there's also a program that just started this semester called the San Jose State Career Closet, in which students donate professional clothes, and the Career Center can help you put together professional outfits for your interviews later in the future. So when you're admitted this fall semester, be sure to make an appointment with Kristen to see what she can help you with. Even as a freshman, you have it's unbelievable what Kristen can do, helping you get jobs, setting you up for internships, helping you with your resume and so forth. So you can follow up with her, or you can go to the Career Center website at www.sjsu.edu/career center and stay updated with them, because they have career fairs and, like I said, those job and internship mock interview sessions that you can definitely be benefit for you in your future career. Next slide, please. And again, please follow us on social media, like us on Facebook, and we are on Instagram, Twitter, and we also have our YouTube channel. The hashtag is CHHS_SSC. And again, with that YouTube channel, we do recordings of past events, recordings just like what Hugo was mentioning with his health professions workshops. And as recent as this past Tuesday, when I hosted a LinkedIn 101 workshop where students were getting step-by-steps on how to make their LinkedIn profile be more suitable for their future employers later on. So definitely follow us on social media, watch those YouTube videos, and I guarantee it will benefit you later. And I believe now is Jeremy to talk to you about the study abroad component.
Right. Thank you very much, Talisha. So yes, I'm going to talk about the study abroad component of your education here at San Jose State, more commonly referred to as our international experience requirement. All CHHS students, except for nursing and social work students, are required to do this prior to graduation. It's a really cool experience, though, that gets you out into the world, earning college credit for SJSU. And you know, what I find is a better time frame rather than maybe studying the semester or a year abroad, which is a big ask. This is something you can do over a summer or winter session. The goal is really to introduce students to international and intercultural perspectives that are different than their own. We're in an increasingly interconnected world, and we think this is really important. This is something that prospective employers look for in people that they look to hire. We view this international experience requirement really as an opportunity for students to have an experience that they might not have otherwise. Scholarships are available through the dean's office, which makes this a much more affordable option than you may initially think. But at the end of the day, it's really designed to provide a high quality global learning experience that's flexible, affordable, and relevant to your degree and future career. So let's talk a little bit about what this involves. Okay, so there's really three main requirements that you have to look at. First, travel outside the United States, putting the international into the international experience requirement. The program has to be a minimum of 9 days, and you must receive academic credit for it. So there's a variety of ways to meet this option. We have something called faculty-led programs, or FLPs, which again are those summer or winter session 2 to 3 week long programs where you can get some SJSU credit while you do it. Of course, you can also meet this through semester or academic year abroad programs, and we have a great team at the International Center for helping students set that up. And there are some other ways to meet this. Maybe you're feeling a little worried about this commitment, because it is a commitment. We have ways of meeting it through something called the Virtual International Partners Program, where we pair you up with international students so you can gain, a better perspective on backgrounds that are different than your own. Some other ways you can meet this through an alternative is by doing community service, at least 20 hours, or some of our domestic cultural programs. Think like alternative spring break, really. But as it says at the bottom of the slide here, don't panic. This is much more doable than you may think, and we're here to help you out with that. So that's something that comes up in the future. We can definitely assist with that. So, visit our website. You can figure out how to make an appointment with us, and we can definitely walk you through this whole process. In addition to what we mentioned in the past for this presentation, as far as academic plans and so on. So speaking of that website, that's www.sjsu.edu/CHHS-SSC. And we do a lot of things on this website. We show you things related to the advising services that we or your faculty major advisors can provide. We list all of the events and workshops that we hold during the semester, things that you may be interested in as you prepare for grad school or your future career. In addition to other information that you may need during your time here at San Jose State. So we definitely encourage you to visit, something that we do update regularly. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and hand this back to Talisha.
Thanks, Jeremy. All right, everyone. So now for the next 30 minutes, now for the second half of this webinar, it's dedicated to you. So you might have some questions about orientation and registration for the fall 2022 semester, but our time here today is dedicated to helping newly admitted students just as yourself understand what advising resources exist in our college, the College of Health and Human Sciences, and how to access them. Therefore, this forum right now for the next 30 minutes will be dedicated to general questions related to advising resources and academic support for you. But don't worry, for those people that have questions about the fall 22 registration, we will definitely be answering them at summer orientation this July and August. So before we get started on typing in the questions for that Q&A session, I wanted to remind you on some things about summer orientation coming up this July and August. First up, be sure to complete the intent to enroll in the next steps by May 1st, which is about 2 weeks from now. After May 1st, once you've completed the next steps by answering yes to the intent to enroll, sign up for an orientation date, which will be happening in July and August. And sign up for the orientation date and pay the deposit, and then you'll be invited to Spartan Link, okay? Spartan Link is a mandatory online pre-orientation model. This has to be done before your orientation. The module will help you answer some questions immediately while you're transitioning to your university and assist you in preparing you for that orientation experience. So again, that pre-orientation module that you have to do no matter what before orientation is going to be called Spartan Link. It's also very important to complete the reflection of college writing, also known as the RCW, before your summer orientation date, okay? So you get your orientation date, you pay the deposit and everything, sign up for the orientation date, and complete that online module on Spartan Link, and now also complete the reflections of college writing, also known as the RCW. This is a self-reflection exercise that helps you choose your written communication class like your English 1A. Timely completion of the RCW means you'll be able to register for your writing class on time. So if you get the RCW done before orientation, you get to enroll in English 1A at orientation for the fall semester. You'll receive advising and help from us. So you'll see us again at registration this summer. And we hope that you choose San Jose State and look forward to working with you at orientation. So now, Tony, I think we are ready for the question and answers. So if any of you have any questions, please type them in now.
Yes, wonderful, Talisha. Yes, please, please. Any questions you guys have about our advising resources in the college, please let us know. This is
And then our website again is www.sjsu.edu/CHHS SSC. Again, general education advisors, we help you with your academic advising, your general education classes. You're going to learn all about that at summer orientation, so I don't want to give you a spoiler alert yet. But yeah, just go ahead and ask us questions.
If you click the button at the bottom of your Zoom webinar screen down there, the Q&A, that will give you the option to type in some questions, send that to us, and we'll be happy to answer those.
And we're so looking forward to seeing all of you in person, right? I know that all of us have been in an online format for the past 2.5 years, but it's so good to see students again. I was just taking a walk right before this, and there was, I think, 5 group tours going around with about 50 people. So it's really nice to see the campus in action again. If you have housing questions, the SJSU Housing Department website does have updates for the fall 22 semester. But yeah, there are virtual tours going on right now. There's campus tours going on. Hopefully you'll get to come to campus soon. It's busy, busy, busy. And it's a beautiful campus too.
It really is. It's right in the heart of San Jose, in close to many restaurants and many opportunities to go out downtown. And like Talisha shared, it's very beautiful. I enjoy taking walks on my lunch break when I get a chance to. Thank you, Hugo and Jeremy, for joining us to answer questions as we receive them. Are you seeing any questions in the Q&A, Talisha?
No, I'm not. But to reiterate again, everyone, make sure to complete that intent to enroll in your next steps by May 1st. So yeah, that's about 2 weeks from now. And then once you get that, once you finish the next steps and then pick your orientation and pay that deposit, I can't tell you how many people have forgotten to complete that RCW, the Reflection of College Writing. And I can't tell you how many freshmen we've worked with that cannot enroll in your English 1A class at orientation. So just be sure to get that completed. We have a question. Hugo, is it challenging to get lower division GE classes because of impacted classes?
It can be if you're like one of the last groups to register, okay? That's a good question. I recommend that you register for the earliest possible orientation date, and that way you shall have no problem getting any of your classes. But when you get to the very last group, you'll get classes, but it may not be your ideal schedule. I'm being honest, okay? So this is kind of like the fire on you, like Felicia's trying to light the fire on you to finish your reflection on college writing, get your transcripts in. The next one is, if possible, get the earliest orientation date for yourself.
Yeah, very good point, Hugo. The earlier the orientation date, the better. You have more options. If you should get a later orientation date, don't worry. We're very creative as a team. We'll find classes that will move you forward in the degree, as Hugo shared. But definitely, you probably want to get an earlier date rather than a later date.
And now that I'm thinking about it too, if any of you have concurrent enrollment, so say for example, you took an AP test or you're taking some concurrent enrollment at your community college, bring in that transcript, bring in the unofficial transcript, and it will definitely help us while we are trying to advise you and schedule you for classes at orientation, just so we know that, just so we make sure that you're not taking a class twice.
Yeah, very good point. I'm going to piggyback off of that also, because we really, really need, some certification that in fact you have those AP courses completed online, or when you took them with a score of 3 or better, or that you've taken that class at a community college while you were in high school. It's really, really helpful to see that in your unofficial transcripts as we're advising you on the classes to take. And the really important courses to take in your first semester are your first semester written English, and also your math. So, we'll really, really push you to take those in your first semester unless you have AP credit, or on your transcripts, it indicates that you've completed that already.
Oh yeah, because no one wants to take a math class twice.
Right.
Sorry, math majors.
Don't scare off our packaging students that may be coming in.
Jeremy, someone's asking, how long is orientation?
Oh, good question. In the past, orientation has taken place, well, I guess this is a complicated question to answer. So the advising portion of our presentation takes place over a couple of hours during, I believe, the second day of orientation.
Yes.
Now, as far as orientation this summer, I am not 100% sure if we're changing things, but
I can try to answer that, Jeremy.
okay, thank you, Tony.
Yeah, and just so you know, it is very similar to what we did in the past last summer. So there are 2 days of orientation for freshmen beginning in July and continuing on to the early part of August. So freshmen are staying overnight in housing, so they're getting a feel for campus and building community and rapport with one another, as well as with the orientation leaders. On day 1, we are not very involved, but there's a lot that Frosh orientation students attend related to Title IX, welcome to the campus, important stuff that you need to know about financial aid and other units on campus. And then the morning of day 2, we will meet with you all when your orientation leader walks you over to our location after breakfast. And then we will help get you registered for classes between 9 a.m. and 12 noon on day 2 of orientation.
Yeah, so like Tony said, you are registering for your fall semester at orientation. So that's why we want to make sure we have everything good to go, because that's going to be your schedule for fall.
And orientation is mandatory. That question comes up sometimes, believe it or not, but it is mandatory that you attend orientation.
Yeah, good point. Yes. Students who do not attend orientation lose their matriculated student status and then have to reapply to the university. So it's very, very important that folks attend orientation. Any other questions from folks? Well, you got us. We are happy to answer any questions they have about campus, anything that you're dying to know about services on campus or in the college, in our center. Anything related.
Tours are still going on too, if you want to come by.
Yes, you can call the student outreach office and set up a tour of campus. We are very historical as a campus.
I think we're the oldest CSU, right, Tony?
We are, yes,
Yeah.
and the oldest campus on the West Coast. We started as a normal school, and I think, gosh, 1857, maybe that's the date. I'm sorry, I might be a little bit rusty on that. And there has been some fires and damage to the campus due to earthquakes in the past, things like that. So we don't have any original buildings from the 1800s, but we do have some old buildings on campus. It is a beautiful campus. And we have a very unique library too, which is accessible not only to students for research, but also to community members in San Jose. So there's a mixing of folks who live nearby campus as well as students who live on campus and are attending and doing their degrees here.
And we have a brand new science building just coming up right next to our office here. So if you all may be enrolling classes like anatomy, physiology, chemistry, etc. In the near future. It's a brand new building. So we have old buildings and we're modernizing as well.
Okay, there's a question. Does the Career Center help with work study placements? I could take that one. So yes, yes, Kristen Keller, she does help you with work study placements as well. You can go to the San Jose State University personnel website. I do believe that they are starting to post the fall 22 work study job placements as well. So yes, absolutely. What about, there's a question, what about the international students who can only attend the last orientation? Tony?
Yes, that is true. So the international students are a special group of students that we have to work with very intentionally and creatively because they do attend the last orientation sessions. But again, don't worry too much. We will be able to get you into classes. As a freshman, as an incoming freshman, you have a lot of requirements that need to be met. So you have a lot of flexibility. So we will certainly find something. Don't worry about that. It's just preferable for the residents who are in California now for them to take earlier orientation sessions. But I do recognize that international students typically can only attend the last one. But don't worry, we're used to this. We've worked with our international students year after year, and we've always been able to get them into classes. So don't worry about that.
We've never failed in getting students into classes or in any orientation. At the end of the day, everybody walks away with classes.
Yes.
Okay, and there's also a question, Hugo. It actually is a good question, so I'm going to just go ahead and answer this live, just in case someone else has the question too. We have already done the FAFSA, but are interested in scholarships. Do we know the deadline for financial aid scholarships? There's financial aid's office, right? But I think there's a different deadline for scholarships based on the deadline, right, Hugo?
Yeah. So in the chat, and I responded to that question by typing a link so the students can access the live chat function at a financial aid office, because they're really the experts on all deadlines, all opportunities, all questions financial aid. So please use that link to chat live with somebody in our financial aid office for that question.
Yeah, and that's kind of awesome too, because with financial aid, there is a specific deadline for them, but for scholarships, they can be all year round. And, you know, as a personal story, I actually got a scholarship being left-handed. So they had to type in, I had to like send in a writing sample. I don't know how they did that, but hey, I got a scholarship for it. So
that's wonderful. You know, I'd like to add to that, that link that Hugo shared is very helpful. Once you come in the fall and start earning a GPA here at SJSU, you'll be eligible for other scholarships, additional scholarships. And our campus makes it very easy for you. There's a single platform that you can use to apply for multiple scholarships. So by just using the same personal statement, the same application, you might tailor your personal statement sometimes to a specific scholarship if it's asking for unique information different from the other scholarships. But it's a wonderful system. It makes it very easy to apply and also be eligible and get awarded scholarships. So definitely use that link that Hugo shared with you.
absolutely, absolutely. All right, so we have about 15 minutes left. Does anyone else have any questions? Excellent questions. So like I said, you have us, you know, fall enrollment is starting pretty soon. So you all have the VIP access to us right now.
Yeah, you will be able to register on the second day of your orientation, but it's good to think early and to begin planning your schedules. So definitely any questions you have, please let us know. We're happy to answer them. Any other bits of advice folks would like to share while we're waiting for the next question?
Yeah, just make this time count. I mean, I know that some students have specific majors and specific jobs and everything, but if you're interested in minoring in something, definitely make it your own and make sure that you're on your own timeline. I know everyone says graduate in 4 years and think 15, but just make this opportunity yours and just make it your own journey. Don't make it your friend's journey or your parents'
Mhm.
journey. Make it your own.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, often students complete all their general education requirements and their major requirements, and they ask us, can I graduate now? But you need to have also, thirdly, 120 units to graduate. So sometimes it's helpful to have a minor that gives an additional focus to your degree here in order to reach that finish line, the 120 units. So we can also talk to you about minors in our college. We can also help you interpret information online about minors in other colleges and direct you to the advising center that can help you get enrolled in that minor. So very good point, Talisha. Don't be shy. We got more time. Any other bits of advice? Oh, go ahead, T.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Hugo, about your health professions workshops. So, what visitors have you had recently? Because I think there was even someone from chiropractic school, right?
Yeah, upon demand, I will contact several schools. And so in other words, we've been doing this for 5 years. With this re-emphasis on health professionals advising. So in the process, we've got a good network of people in different colleges, different types of health professions that we can call upon. So as we're meeting with students, we gauge the interest. So there's a lot of interest in physical therapy. We'll get more physical therapy schools coming in. If there's an increased interest in occupational therapy, we have a homegrown occupational therapist, is actually very reputable in the West Coast. And so we don't have to do much outreach here because we have a wonderful, wonderful program here. So we have a pretty big list of resources for our students. So we've had St. Augustine's College of Occupational and Physical Therapy. We've had Samuel Merritt, which has 3 or 4 different programs. We frequently get UCSF to come on. I was going to say come on campus, but it's easier to do Zoom sessions now.
Mhm.
And UC Davis as well. So we have a long list of resources that we connect students with.
Yeah, and these are all programs that Hugo has carefully cultivated a relationship with to benefit our students, which we really appreciate, and curated, different workshops to be tailored to the student interest. So that's really important. And I do have a bit of advice that I wanted to share with students. Beyond meeting with us for summer orientation and selecting your classes for fall, I also want to encourage you to come in and make use of our services during the fall semester, like about mid-fall semester. Come in, ask for a Pathways assignment or Pathways Ed Plan appointment. You could also just call it a graduation plan appointment. That might be simpler. We use the tool that we call Pathways Planner. And if you come in for a graduation plan, we'll help you map out your entire 4 years here with your major, your minor, 2 minors if you want. We can even do 2 majors if you want. It may take longer than 4 years to do 2 majors. They're not that common. But if you are interested in double majoring, you want to get started on that right away. And you will leave that appointment with the tool called the Pathways Planner that will map out your entire career here. And then it's something that you'll keep. It's a digital tool. It's an Excel spreadsheet specially designed for graduation planning. And then you can continue to meet with your advisor every month to update that planner as things change. And as you develop and grow in your understanding of what you want to do and what you want to be when you graduate from SJSU. I am not seeing any additional questions in the Q&A. Are you, Talisha?
No, sir, I think it's time we could wrap it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you so much, Talisha, for moderating that. Really appreciate it. And Hugo, Jeremy, thank you all for helping me answer questions. Excellent. So Jeremy, can you bring up the last slide, and I'll just make my closing remarks for folks before we end today's session. So again, thank you all for attending. This concludes our event today. We're very happy to have you have joined us. We look forward to seeing you in the fall and serving you and your advising needs. There were some great questions asked, so thank you for that. Before you leave, please take a look here. Please take a photo or screenshot of this slide. We invite you to stay connected with us through our social media accounts displayed here. And this is because we hope you decide to join us here at SJSU in the fall and therefore complete the intent to enroll process in Next Steps by May 1st. We are looking forward to seeing you at summer orientation later in July and early August. Until then, please stay healthy, stay safe. We wish you all well and look forward to serving you during your academic career here in the fall. So thanks again, take care, and we'll see you soon.